Well, hello there. We are talking about Archdeacon's 25th anniversary being ordained as a priest.
Well, first of all, let me say I know Archdeacon from a young fellow growing up in the parish, involved with youth work in the parish. I know his family. He came from a very respectable and loving family, and they always supported him in everything that he wanted to do. I always had this feelings within me from the time he was involved with church, that I always thought he was going to be a priest. He wanted to be a priest, and so when he made it, I was so happy for him. He's a dedicated priest, dedicated to his God, to the church, and to the community. He has served his parish well. He has served in other parishes, but in Christ the King, he has done tremendous things since his since he was posted here for a short period of time. And I'm so happy with the work that he's doing. I'm happy that the things that is happening under his leadership, and I'll support him 100% because he's a dedicated man. And one day, I believe he'll become bishop of the diocese.
Well, I have known him for most of our lives. I'm just senior to him with his sister that passed, Ingrid. And I remember so fondly her dedication and her love for him and the rest of the family, his parents. I remember him working around church during former rector, Archdeacon Ranford Brown. So there's so many grand memories of him and his dedication to our church.
Yes, and I remember him as a child. He was very quiet, very quiet. He served as Archdeacon Brown's MC on the altar. And I could see him right now on the altar. I think that whatever he learned it from Father Brown.
Well, I'm fortunate to have known Archdeacon Rolle from the time he was a young person here at the parish. I watched him grow up and develop here at Christ the King to the point where he went off to study for the priesthood. I was here when he was ordained to the diaconate, and I was here when he was ordained to the priesthood. It's amazing to see how far he has come and how full he has developed into his ministry. And I think we at Christ the King are very fortunate to have him as our rector at this time.
Yes, I knew Archdeacon Rolle when he was a deacon, and he was under Archdeacon Brown at the time. But then he left and then went to get at it. But I know his family very well. I think his father was a barber on East Street. And he used to cut my hair. And also his mother, because she's been a kid here.
Well, I would like for him to continue with his ministry, continue to build on his ministry. There are a number of areas of Christ the King that requires his full attention. For example, the capital expansion of the sacristy and the bathrooms, the whole idea of the music ministry with a new organ or repair to the existing organ, the youth being more involved and attracting more youth. These are the three, among the three priorities that I see for Archdeacon in the years ahead, months and years ahead. I think if we can focus on those, we would have done a wonderful job, remarkable job indeed.
I love his tenacity. When he puts his mind to something, he always tries to get it done as quickly as possible, as best as possible.
One thing I must say, he's very determined to do things. When his mind is set to do something, he normally would.
He has a quiet demeanor, but his determination, he is forceful. He goes after what he wants, and he doesn't stop until he succeeds in getting what he wants. But I think that's the cat island in him.
I like how he hypes up the crowd. He hypes up the church every time he gives a sermon, or when he speaks to us and giving us his announcements. He's always energetic and he always tells us Christ King is the best church in this country. And I like that about him.
Well, I think what he has done is he's brought a sense of community to the parish, where everyone has become involved in some ministry or another. The second thing, we cannot discount it, is the whole idea of social activities. We've talked about the fair, we've talked about the spring tea, we've talked about reviving the picnic, and all of these are things which have made the parish a bit closer, the parishioners much closer, and also the fact that it doesn't appear as though we are being coerced into it, but we do it because of our love for the Church of Christ the King and also for the leadership which the Archdeacon has provided.
I feel like the spirit and the unity of the church is back, and we are so excited to have him.
For sure, for sure. I think he has brought groups together, people together, and for that, and you know the other thing that I find very much important milestone, the amount of priests that have come out of Christ the King. Okay, we have 2 now in the journey for becoming priests, and I can look on the pulpit and I see a couple more that I think will actually journey there too. I mean, how many places can celebrate that?
It's an honor, first of all, to be able to go off to seminary and to be sent off by Archdeacon Rolle, who is the son of the parish. So just like him, he came from Christ the King, and so now I come to Christ the King, so it's almost like a full circle moment for both of us, so it's very powerful.
Actually, when Archdeacon Rolle was ordained as a priest at the cathedral, I was chosen as one of the presenters as the people's warden. And so, and for me, that was a proud moment and a special moment for me too.
I am so happy to be able to congratulate Archdeacon Dwight Rolle on 25 years in the priesthood, which seems incredible to me. He doesn't even look that old. But I was introduced to him through my husband, Turan. We actually took a trip to Abaco and he hosted us. And that was the first time that I met him in Rochelle before children came along. And I just thought, wow, this is so the life, because he was such a great host. And the second time we encountered each other was their first child's baby shower. And I just remember feeling so happy for them both, because I know it was something that they wanted, and I was just thrilled for them. Over the years, I haven't seen as much of him because between Abaco and then at St. Ambrose, but once he came back here, it really felt to me like he was coming home. And I am particularly fond of him because he was the one who baptized Livingston, and it was something that Turan and I both wanted. We wanted someone who knew baby Alex, who knew him, who knew us, and so we requested that he come and he be the one to do it. And then 5 years later, he was the one who robed him when he became an acolyte. So I have a special relationship, I feel, with him because of our family connection, and Turan and him telling me about being a boat boy or thurifer with him. And that's, to me, such an amazing journey that they would have come through.
It would have to be just the fact that I was able to be sent off to Cotton College under Archdeacon. That would have to be the most memorable thing.
So for me, some of the most memorable moments with Archdeacon is working closely with him in the planning of various organizational events. So with the fair, spring tea, and just the service in general, you realize that he is very strategic in his planning, and he knows how to bring different minds together to form one unit. That way we actually have one focus on the common goal. And that's very difficult for some people, let alone priests. So something like that stuff sticks out to me, because it's very hard to find nowadays. So I'm pretty, that's what memorable moment for me.
The
one thing that stands out is that annual fair we had. I don't know whose idea that was, but he was instrumental in putting all that together, and he made sure everyone stayed committed to the initial goal, and made sure everyone was involved in the process, and I love that.
Oh, indeed, it's quite a time for Christ the King. We have our own first ordinand, and he is celebrating 25 years. What a joy it is for our church. And in addition, he is celebrating 25-year anniversary of marriage. So this is going to be such a grand time for our church. I'm so excited.
It's definitely an awesome achievement. How many people can celebrate 25 years of marriage? And in the middle of all of that, also 25 years of service to the people. I think that this is something that we need to celebrate. It is something that is definitely something for the children, because this is how we can nurture the next generation. So I think this is an awesome achievement.
Well, for me, Archdeacon is, I guess we can say, a man of the people, and I enjoy working in the office with him because I guess everyone doesn't know how fun-loving he is, and we have some crazy times in the office with him, so, I just enjoy. And I've found, that he's there for you when you need him. I've, had, I guess you could say, a traumatic experience, and he was there.
What is that one thing that you all would like to say to Archdeacon on his 25th anniversary?
Just keep on believing in us, Archdeacon. Keep on believing in us, because through your word, we hear from God's mouth, right through you. And so we appreciate everything you've done for Christ the King thus far. Even though you were born here and now you're now the director here, we continue to hope. We continually hope that you stay with us for as long as possible.
And I would just like to encourage him to be the compassionate, caring person that he has always been.
First of all, congratulations for your hard work in 25 years. 25 years in the priesthood or any profession, especially our calling, is very hard. But you pulled through, you did a great job, and you're doing great work here. I can imagine the other parishes prior. So I have to say congratulations to you. You worked hard, you kept the faith. Please keep the faith. And we'll be right there to support you in everything you do, okay? That's your boy, Jason.
Thank you for being you, Archdeacon. Thank you.
The one thing I would like to say to him, first of all, congratulations. And I wish that he spend many more years here at Christ the King. He's dedicated, like I said, and he has accomplished a lot, and he has more to accomplish. And I'm sure these things will be done under his leadership.
Thank you, Ben.
What I must say, he's the time to do things, and I know in the future he will make it.
I would like to say to him, keep that strength of determination, and I would like to see you continuing flitting from flower to flower like a butterfly. Keep up the good work.
Well, 25 years, congratulations once again to Archdeacon. 25 years is a long time. I'm actually older than 25 years, so I can admit that is a long time. So once again, congratulations.
I wish you many, many more years.
So, from our family and definitely from me, congratulations on an amazing 25 years, and I hope you have another 25 more to go.
I'd like to wish him and his family, especially his bride, as they celebrate this auspicious time, I would like to say to them, Godspeed, that he continues his work as a minister in God's church, and that all the best is yet to come for him and his family by God's grace.
And as we prepare for Archdeacon's 25 years, it's a great milestone. We here at Christ the King, Archdeacon, we would like to wish you happy anniversary and God's blessing, and continue to do what you're doing.